The first supplementary question will be asked by the Honorable P.J. Groenewald.
Geachte Speaker, geachte President, may I make misuse of my own time and just want quickly to respond on the police matter. Honorable President, I would like you to ask and talk to your Minister for Police, because yes, we need 10,000 new members. But as we speak now, there is a deficit of 358 trainers in the police services. And I don't need to tell anyone that a police member who is not trained well is not only a danger for him or herself, but also for the community. So it's no use to have 10,000 new members, but they are not well trained. Coming to your answer, thank you, Honorable President. You referred to the process. I agree. But Honorable President, will you also agree that if we look at the process of the expropriation bill, it actually started in 2015. There was an effort from the governing party to amend Section 25 of the Constitution because it is quite clear. It says that there should be and there must be compensation, which is fair and equitable. Now, government party did not succeed. Now they continue with the same principle with other words to say, well, it's actually not compensation with expropriation without compensation. It is actually compensation at nul value. Nou, achtbare president, mense hoef nie baie intelligent te wees om te weet, as die waarde nul is dit so goed soos onteiening sonder vergoeding. And don't you think it is, and it will enhance more trust from potential investors in South Africa, also especially as far as the agricultural sector is concerned, that there is more certainty that they will know that it will go to the Constitutional Court to be tested. I thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member. The President.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Groenewald, thank you very much for your response on the police trainers issue. It's certainly a matter that I'd like to take forward and look into. Thank you very much for that information. On the issue of the expropriation bill, and also you compare it with Section 25. The interpretation, and those who are legal eagles, when they interpret Section 25, they do say, embedded in that Section 25 is a process where the compensation, when you take into account all the issues or the factors that are set out in Section 25, how the land was acquired, what it is used, what it was used for, and all that the use that it will be put to in the future and so forth, could also result in nil compensation. And similarly, the expropriation bill. Now, the last part of your input is very instructive, in that, in the end, because we live in a constitutional state that is ruled by the rule of law, in the end, the expropriation bill does cater for that. That if, for instance, you have an issue, a complaint, or whatever, you are entitled to take that up. And that is what I think infuses confidence in investors, knowing that South Africa is a country that is ruled by the rule of law, it's a constitutional state, and that if you have any dispute of whatever nature, you would be able to approach our courts and be able to get justice. Now, clearly, Section 25, yes, talks about equitable compensation. And in the end, the Expropriation Act also refers to that. Yes, it does talk about, it could be nil compensation. It has been made clearer in the Expropriation Act but it is also the understanding, the interpretation is also embedded in Section 25. And those who've given us that type of interpretation have made that clear. But in the end, the real guarantee for any investor, for anyone, is that because we have a robust judicial system, we have a robust constitutional court, in the end, that becomes our defense, our defender. But if you look at that act as well, you have to go through a number of processes before you even arrive at that level which you are complaining about. So I am going to wait for that bill to be finalized. And in the process of finalizing it, maybe greater wisdom will come through. There will be further amendments and redrafting. The concerns that you're putting forward can be inserted. And then when it comes